our players and coaches for being able to come out here and get another win. I think it's good for the effort, the defense, to be able to play the way that they played today. With, I think we all know the stats. To hold somebody to negative passing was great. Starts off with the very first play, and for that to happen, and then for the offense to score. I thought early on, complimentary football, you get the two takeaways and 2 touchdowns. It's 14-0. But the turnovers really jumped out. 1 of 11 on 3rd down, and then 0 for 1 on 4th down, holding them to 3 points. Special teams making the plays when they need to, and then offensively being able to, again, early on score touchdowns and then do enough. In the end, the part that I thought was good was the defense being able to, special teams getting them backed up, the defense creating a safety, offense going down and sealing 3 points at the end of the half. That's stuff that you work on, and the guys executed it. And so that part was really good. Personally, for Robert to be able to get the sack record was neat. He hasn't and doesn't talk about it very often. That's who he is. But to see him get it was cool. To have 100.5 sacks in his career, that's a lot of sacks. And not to overshadow Travis Gibson, who I think, having 2 sacks and starting the game the way he did, sometimes that can happen. But that defense just really balled out. They played hard. And again, the effort from these guys is what really jumps out to me, and that we appreciate that. So, other than that, I'll go ahead and open up to questions y'all might have. Yeah.
Robert's personality, the decision that you made to take a timeout to just let him ask him that, just your thought process on that moment.
Yeah, it just kind of happened naturally and organically. That when it happened, how it happened, it just was natural for me to do that. Obviously, being in a position where you can do that, where using a timeout in that position doesn't hurt your team. So it just pays respect from all of us as coaches and players to him, how much we appreciate. I think what's cool and what's important for these young players that are on this team to see somebody at his age practice the way he practices. You guys get to see Sunday. You get to see the starter practice and individual drills. No one in this room other than myself gets to see Robert Quinn practice every day the way he plays. And what a great person to see, to look up to and see, if you practice like this, this is what can happen, especially after coming off of last year, right? Resilient. He's been through a lot in his life, and to get to this point right now, he'd be the last person to tell you that he wants any attention, but he deserves it.
Did you think he had it on the play where
I did?
Shoveled it?
Yeah.
And when did you see right away? Oh my God, they didn't blow it dead, or?
No, I knew right away. It was a good call by the refs. They made a good call. It was quick, and Glennon made a nice play.
When you saw that the first play of the game for the defense, did you think this was going to be a pretty good day?
Yeah, well, they went an empty first play. They opened it up. So, and then for that to happen, for us to get that, we've been talking about turnovers for a long time, and sometimes it's like you talk about it, and they don't come, and now to be able to get that to first play, it got the whole team going. It got and we got Big Tonga in there, freaking rolling right down the middle, just like a bowling ball. So he was that was fun to see.
You guys haven't had a lot of easy ones.
Mm-hmm.
Take a moment at all in the second half or the fourth quarter to kind of look around and appreciate it. I mean,
I did.
This could be your last game.
Yeah, I just thought that for these guys, I appreciate it for the players to be able to have this, because they deserve it, and it's nice. I mean, whether you're winning or losing or it's a close game, we talked about like our next opponent with Minnesota. You got so many close games, it comes down to the last play. It's nice to have one where you're able to be in control from the first play to the last play, and so being where we've been through this year. Again, the one thing that I'm very impressed with and appreciate from the players and coaches is the effort and the care.
Man, if this is your last game coaching here at Soldier Field, how will you remember this place?
Well, again, for me, I take it day by day. If it goes that way, then it's meant to be. And at the same point in time, I'm so stuck in today's game and the feeling that I have that I don't even have time to really. I haven't thought about that. Maybe I will down the road if that was to happen. If not, I'm just going to do exactly what I've been doing all year long, and that's prepping for Minnesota.
And when you scored with like a minute left to go in the first half, and you're getting the ball back to start the second half, but that sequence to 5 points out, I'm just curious, kind of your thought process. process on being able to maximize that.
Well, yeah, we had some timeouts left. The defense kept making them get negative yards. We used our timeouts. We stopped the clock. We got to safety. And now we wanted to go down and try to steal 3 points. We did that. We ran out of timeouts. We knew that we were going to, if we had a completion like we got one to A-Rob, that we'd, clock it and kick a field goal and not be out of control. And we did that. They executed it. On top of that, our best drive of the game on offense was the first drive of the third quarter. We went 11 plays, 75 yards, five plus minutes, and got a touchdown. So we really stole 12 points coming out. So that right there is what we talked about on the side. I thought Bill Lazor did a great job there. That drive just really, we came in at halftime, made some adjustments, and I thought he did a great job getting the guys in rhythm.